guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Let's just not spend too much time here. Let's just give the Rainbow Star to this LR, Vegeta, and Trunks. I am reasonably sure that this is the best unit in the game. They're ridiculously powerful. They're strong in every area. They have crits built in, additionals built in. They're going to be guarding. They're just, like, way too good. Now, for builds, I definitely wanted to give them as much additional as I could. But this is another character I felt like it was very important to give them defense. So, like, you know, the extra, what I'm saying by defense is, like, these actual defensive equips, right? Like, the reason I have this gold equip is because I want that extra defense right there, more so than the dodge. Right here, I want that extra defense. As a guard character, defensive stat is very important to go hand in hand with guard. I think this character will be a dominator, a decimator. I think that they're barely going to take damage from any of the toughest bosses in the game with these defensive equips up. We will see. Let's, you know, I'm going to rainbow them. We'll get them to about link level 5 or so, and we'll test out how powerful the ridiculously busted LR, Vegeta, and Trunks are.
TRUNKS! この先を見ろ。まだ見ぬ敵を。宇宙最強。お前が誇り高きサイヤ人の血を引く者ならば、俺の息子ならば、誰にも負けることは許さん。俺、超えてみせます。目の前の敵も、トンさんも。
Intro animations are so damn good, man. Whew. Okay. Alright, so we're in here. Rainbow, LR, Trunks, and Vegeta. So far, from my experience with this character, it does seem like this is the new best unit in the game. They seem very powerful. So, here we are, turn 1. They're at 200... Wow, dude. Okay. They're at 259, immediately turn 1. Now, there's many different factors into this. Number 1, they stack defense in their 18-key super attack. They get a 20% defensive buff. Number 2, they do get another 70% attack and defensive buff as the first attacker in the turn. The point in which that activates is as soon as, like, we finish getting the orbs, and then it kind of, like, transitions into the beginning of, like, the attacking phases. That's when the buff activates, because it's 70% attack and defense and guard as, you know, all attacks as a first attacker in a turn. So what that does is that means they're going to get, essentially it's another 70k start of defensive buff, right? It's not 70% of 259k right there, but they're getting another 70% defense even on top. It's like, it's there, but we just don't get an opportunity to see that it's there, right? Because we're not able to check the defense as soon as, like, the actual turn starts, when, like, the enemies are attacking or we're attacking or something like that. But they're able to guard before the enemy's able to attack. So, already we know that their defense is, that's probably going to push them at least around 300k-ish, I would assume. But, you know, I'm not the greatest mathematician here. The other thing this unit does is they get key, defense, and crit chance. Up to 5 key, 75% defense, and 35% chance to crit just from being hit. Let's go ahead and see. So this will be our first turn. We'll get up to 23k key. We're going to be at 24k, though, as soon as we take a hit. With this new Goku Black, we have Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle all activated. Their full link set is Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. So let's go ahead and see what we do on this rotation right here. Again, I think that this character, this Vegeta and Trunks, they're a little bit different. Okay, boom. So that gives us even more defense, crit chance, key, and then they open up with a 5.61. Now, damage-wise, that is definitely, like, the comparison to make, we're comparing them to, like, you know, Red Coin LRs, 7th Anniversary LRs. They're definitely not matching the power of the 7th Anniversary LRs. No way, right? Wow, we didn't get the Hidden Potential System Additional. Are you kidding me? Okay. So, they're definitely not matching the power of the 7th Anniversary LRs, right? Because, like, those LRs, I mean, you could easily be at, like, a 9 million attack stat turn 1, 8 million, something like that, while being super effective against all types with a guaranteed additional super. Very easily. Now, this Trunks and Vegeta, they do have a guaranteed additional, which we procced, with a 30% chance to super attack, right? So they can triple super on any given turn, just the same way that the 7th anniversary LRs are able to, right? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do... I'm just going to do a little orb changing right here. Just I want to make sure to get the anniversary LR, like the gods, a little bit more key right here. There we go. That way we can just go ahead and finish off this phase of Gohan right here. But this unit is going to build up massively, right? And they're guarding at the same time. So all of the toughest bosses in the game are not going to be able to really touch this character, this Vegeta and Trunks. Then there's going to be many situations and opportunities where their damage is going to get very, very nasty. This next turn right here, they should look... their power is going to go quite up, like up quite a bit from what we saw last turn. So look at this. Look at this. The turn is starting. Look at their key. Like, this is with what? Prepare for battle activated. That's it. Because they get 2 key, 70% defense and guard for the first 5 turns with their intro animation, right? Then they get 2 key at the start of turn, and then they build up to 5 key from, you know, being hit. So this is a character that they're just not really going to struggle for key, I think, a lot of the times. Yeah. Like, this is their second turn. Like, this is turn 4, and they're at 500k defense. This is not Link level 10. This is what the best unit in the game looks like right here. This is the best defensive unit in the game. This is crazy. Like, their defense, like, after the 70% kicks in for being in slot 1 and their 18 key super, like, they're going to be over 600k defense. They're not even fully built up, right? Like, we didn't even take our full hits. Like, do you see how ridiculous this is? Like, this is crazy, right? Like, a lot of the, you know, their restriction is they have to be in the first slot. Okay, the best defensive character in the game. Like, we want him in slot 1. Like, yeah, that's what we want. Holy hell. And dude, they stack. All right, man. Let's see what their attack stat is right here. Okay, and they get up to 7.27. Much better. 7.27. They have a guaranteed additional 30% chance for it to be a super attack, and then of course our hidden potential system could proc as well. So it's like, just in a quick run like that, it should be fairly obvious why this character is so crazy. They can't take damage. 7th anniversary LRs, I think almost all the time will be doing more damage. They're definitely better offensive units in this, but I mean, they can get absolutely just destroyed very easily. 7th anniversary LRs can. This character, dude, I don't know. When is this character, like, getting, like, bodied? Nowhere. It doesn't, that situation does not exist.
TRUNKS この先を見ろまだ見ぬ敵を宇宙最強お前が誇り高きサイヤ人の血を引く者ならば俺の息子ならば誰にも負けることは許さん俺超えてみせます目の前の敵もトンさんも
Alright, I actually managed to find, we have a friend, rainbowed Vegeta and Trunks, who is, you know, essentially very similar Link levels to mine. Full additional, I can't even be mad at that. 27 additional is going to be very nasty. Mine is going to end up with a bit more defense, which I kind of feel like is a bit more important, right? Again, for some of these characters, like LR Golden Frieza in this unit, I almost don't really care about the build, like the spread. You're going to go additionals, crits, dodge, really as much as I think it's just imperative to get these extra defensive equips on there. That will really help them once all these different buffs and stacks and all this stuff really starts to kick in, right? I really do think it's important. These extra defensive equips on a character like this are just like brutal, dude, brutal. Okay, so we would look good in this middle slot with all these links active, but again, remember that we really don't want to do that, right? You want to keep them in slot 1, you know, getting all their extra buffs and stuff like that. All right, so let's just go. We're going to be stacking. We're going to be building up with them. Remember, they do have to take 5 hits to fully build up in terms of their key, their defense, and then also their crit chance. That crit chance is going to be very good, too. Getting that extra 35% chance to crit from their passive, I think is going to help out a lot. All right, so there we go. There's the additional super attack, and they could still super once more. a huge difference in damage between this unit and the 7th Anniversary LRs, remember, is that the Anniversary LRs, it is very free almost all of the time for them to be super effective against alt heads, both Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the LR gods. So I would like to stress that I think sometimes that this unit's attack stats can look close to those 7th Anniversary LRs, but those Anniversary LRs probably are punching quite a bit higher, right? Like, I think Vegeta and Trunks are better, but I do want to be fair here. I should have... we can play this, I guess, whatever.
1対1にこだわってる場合じゃないだろう。
Even though I do think Trunks and Vegeta are looking better to me, I don't really think that the 7th Anniversary LRs have aged at all. In fact, it's like, these characters are great together. Like, this is perfect. Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1 right here, and then, like, the LR gods in slot 2, like, this works perfect, right? Like, we're activating a lot of these big-time links right here. Turns like this are gonna go really, really crazy. I will go ahead and do this right here. So, again, this friend version of Vegeta and Trunks, they're also rainbowed. Again, equips, link level is very similar to mine, so we can go ahead and see how this is going to look. I also want to point out that this team, Vegeta and Trunks's, bond of parent and child team, along with Future, is really just the best team in the game. I think it's by a landslide, too. I don't even think... Like, it's not even close. I like the 7th Anniversary LR teams, but this is just different. The amount of power we have on here is absolutely crazy. So, it's like now, like, we kind of got our rhythm. So now these... Like, this unit is just going to absolutely just disintegrate, like, the rest of this event. Every turn, we're going to be taking these hits. Thus, we're going to be building up our crit chance, defense key. We're going to be stacking from the 18 key. I think, if there's one area they could have made this unit a bit better, perhaps it would be stacking on their 12 key super attack as well. But besides that, I do love this character's design. To me, they seem very good. Yeah, here, dude, look at this. This is turn 2. Like, they're just so damn nuts, man. Like once we get this fully built up, it's just cooking is what they're doing here, man. I'm also getting a look at that Goku Black. He's not looking too impressive so far. Just want to throw that out there, too. All right, so here they're jumping up to 712. Again, remember, we're just constantly stacking every single turn, right? So the attack stats are just going to go higher and higher. Now, they do also have an active skill ability as well. With that active skill, remember, all of these 18 key super attacks they do, all of these stacks, are going to really impact the damage that they're able to do with that active skill, to where it's just doing ungodly amounts of damage. Remember that, that active skill is also buffing the entire rotation defensively too, so we're just going to have a lot of good stuff to work with here. 464k defense at the start of turn. The other thing to keep in mind is that, every single turn we're seeing these defensive stats, it's actually much higher than that, because they're getting extra defense, like, in between, like, right now. You could see, if you guys look at the bottom, you could see their attacks going up right there. The attack went up. That's because that's that 70% buff in turn 1, proccing. So it just leads to them being better than they even look, right? Like, it's stupid. They're just really stupid. This level of power is going to carry over. I think, like, not only are they... I think the top 3 units in the game right now, so the 2 7th Anniversary LRs, and then the Vegeta and Trunks. I would say that these are the 3 units, to me, who feel, like, stronger than the Red Zone bosses, right? Like, I feel like almost all the characters in the game, like, the Red Zone bosses are just, like, so much stronger than, like, a lot of the characters you have. But these 3 certainly are, like I just feel very competitive against these Red Zone bosses with them on the team. Whereas a lot of these other characters, not really. And that's why, like, I really think, like, characters like the Tech Androids, AGL Ginyu, AGL Cell, are definitely way up there, too. What is our defense here? 541k. This rotation right here, we're just never getting hit. like, Vegeta's aiming all of his attacks at the end of the rotation, which is unfortunate. Because, you know, we still haven't fully built up that defense, but we are building up our damage every single turn, right? So yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess we just keep going. Like, every single turn, they're just getting stronger, right? They're slowly building up. Oftentimes, I feel like these red zone fights, you know, around turn 10-ish, you know, with, like, a very high-level top team, maybe around turn 10 or so, is where, like some of these fights can kind of end. And it's like, you know, by the time we get to turn 10, like, what is this unit's stats going to be? Like, look at that defense right there. Just sickening. Sickening, dude. Like, you know, all these bosses are not going to be able to touch them. Now, let's look at, like, the weakness for this character, right? So, certainly, in order to guard past turn 5, right, because they get their intro animation buff for the first 5 turns. So, in order for them to guard past those first 5 turns, they do have to be in the first slot of the rotation, right? Now, there are going to be bosses that lock you. Currently, the 2 strongest bosses in the game that lock you past turn 5 is Rildo in the GT Red Zone and then Bojack in the movie Red Zone. But, I mean, maybe by sheer coincidence, those bosses are tech. So, like, it's like, yeah, if they get locked in slot 2 or 3, their defense is still going to be probably be 600k plus, right? By the way, yeah, there's the gods taking a lot of like, this Vegeta is a relatively weak boss compared to what's out there with the red zone now. So, okay, Goku Black, you're taking them. Okay, well, now this passive is building up. So yeah, that Goku Black, man, are you kidding me? What? Dude, please. you came out today. You want to, like, be good? Is that okay? I don't mind if we take a lot of damage, potentially. Or more damage, because I would really... Yeah, dude, they're still not built up. Like, none of those attacks were aimed at them. But I would like to keep taking damage so we could use the Father-Son Gallic Gun. That is their active skill. So they have 2 different conditions. So we could either do it starting from the 3rd turn, if the entire rotation is future Saga characters, or we can do it starting from the 5th turn if our health is below 50% HP. The comparison to the 7th anniversary LRs is the comparison to make, and the 7th anniversary LRs win there quite handily, I think. Their conditions of just once you transform into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or transform into the Blues, they're able to do their active skill either when you're under 50% HP or the enemy is, which I've found to just be actually one of the best conditions in the game. Are you gonna... Okay, sure. Dude, that God Vegeta actually tore... What is this? Come on. Alright, let me just go right back to where we were. What in the hell? Goku and Gohan, please. Alright, here we go. Let's continue on with Vegeta and Trunks here. 676,000 right there, no biggie. You know, nothing too crazy. You know, we don't want to get too outrageous with the amount of damage we're going to do here, right? You know, and you know, the defense. We don't want to be taking double-digit damage from Red Zone Bully and all these bosses. Oh, just like, no, they are. They're ridiculously busted. I don't know. I feel content. This is a character that is the best defense unit in the game by far, right? You know, LR Janemba's good defensively. I think the 7th anniversary LRs can be pretty good defensively. You know, there's other characters, certain situations, Tech Ultimate Gohan, Tech God Goku, AGL UI Goku in certain situations can be very good, but these guys are different, man. This is, whoo! They are very impressive. Ultra impressive. Mega impressive. I am very impressed. This is a ridiculously strong unit. Especially once you get that passive built up of theirs with their crit chance, right? Like, their damage is going to be looking pretty solid. Well, it depends more on how many additionals you're going to get with them, right? Because, like, you know, you definitely compare it to LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who will toss out a 10 million attack stat, super effective against all types, and then he'll follow up with like 2 7 million attack stat, super effective against all types, and then he could potentially counter, depending upon what fight you're going against too. So it's like, this unit is not matching that level of damage that the 7th anniversary LRs do, but they do work hand in hand. We can put Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1, which is typically the most troublesome spot, and then, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Blues right here, we could transform with them, we could stack with them, potentially have them nullify. Like, they could go absolutely crazy. I mean, don't forget that Vegeta and Trunks' team, we have access to, like, every single good unit in the game, basically. We want to run STR Vegeta, Tech Gogeta to get these scouters. We can. Just, like, way too good. Alright, I hope Goku Black gets super attacked right here, because I'm pretty sure we would live. But it would allow us to use Vegeta and Trunks' active skill. This Goku Black is... I don't know how I feel about him. I think he's kind of like... So far, it's looking like he might be like the Int Cabe of 2022, though. I think that might be an easy way to put it. What is our defense looking like here? Only 725,000. Not really too crazy, you know, with guard. With guard, by the way. With guard. Wow, what a beast. Crazy. I can see why they don't stack on their 12 key, right? Like, okay, so now they're up to an 8 million attack stat. Because it's like, if they were stacking on their 12 key, like, it would be sickening. I don't know. I feel like I'm content. Like, I'm good. I'm just going to get to link leveling. Let's get these boys done, right? Let's get them full level 10 links. Once I do that, we'll take them against Red Zone Broly. We'll go against Red Zone Omega. Disintegrate them. I think we'll go ahead and end this video with the Father-Son Gallic Gun. Now, you know, we could potentially see... Actually, let me... I'll do this. If we could take a lot of damage, it's not possible. Yeah, it's now that we're at this portion of the fight, it's either we get one shot or like we take 0 damage. It's basically this Evolution Blue Vegeta. It's like you either are instantly dead or like you take no damage, basically. But I would like to get the Father-Son Gallic Gun in here, and we'll finish up. Again, I'll come back pretty soon. You know, we'll grind like crazy to get them the full level 10 links, and we'll go ahead and see. The gods. No, I mean, they got type advantage and they're stacking, so Vegeta could super attack. I don't think it really matters. All right, let's just skip. Let's get this Father-Son Gallic Gun. Remember that they do give all allies 20% defense when they do the Father-Son Gallic Gun, so I certainly will want to make sure, you know, to show that in action, like, you know, probably in a level 10 link showcase. Just like what it looks like when that defensive buff hits the whole rotation, because that could be very good. You know, in terms of like surviving another turn or something like that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see what these naughty boys are gonna get to. Actually, damn it, 23 key. No. All right, we'll let this turn play out, and then the Gallic Gun will come after that. 800k. Woo! Man, I love it. 800k defense with guard. Because remember, the thing that makes Tech Ultimate Gohan a god, it's not him guarding. It's the fact that he's guarding and he greatly stacks, right? Like, that's what makes Tech Ultimate Gohan just the savior and lord of this game. And, like, they're kind of doing a similar thing with Vegeta and Trunks here, where it's like they're also getting to that level of ridiculous power. Crazy.
俺は諦めない。絶対に。この通りだ、トランクス。俺の力よ。この世界の人間の盾になれ。みんなの願いをこの一撃に込める。サイヤ人、人間の底力を侮るなよ。くらえ、ギャリックホー。トランクス、やったな。
Oh, that is great right there. There we go. This is this unit. On the turn we do their active skill, they get guaranteed crits for the whole turn, just like the 7th anniversary LRs and the LR Goku and Gohan. So that means they can do their active skill super attack, crit, and then they get triple super attack and triple crit right there as well. And then the extra defense for all allies is very good. Although I do wish it was defense for 2 turns. One of the main reasons is I feel like it'll be very common that this active skill will finish the phase. I think that's probably going to be something that would happen often, right? So that extra defensive buff for 2 turns, I think, would give you a lasting impact. But there we go. This Vegeta and Trunks unit is very dumb. They're looking like #1 to me. Even though the 7th anniversary LRs, I do think, do quite a bit more damage. The more I use Vegeta and Trunks, the more I think that there's a bigger gap between the damage between LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the LR Gods. But defense is more important than offense. You know, a lot of people are going to argue against that, sure. But then when Vegeta and Trunks is much better in the long run than all these other offensive units, y'all will see, right? Defense always outlives offense in this game. It is literally how it goes. Offensive characters easily get power crept constantly. Defensive characters, not so easily. So, keep that in mind. This unit is ridiculous, dumb. They are my pick for #1 right now. Best team in the game. Introduced the best category in the game. Best defense in the game. To me, it spells #1 in the game overall.